A hunter's trail camera captured something that shouldn't exist. 12 minutes of footage, a pack of wolves, and something bigger than both. The video went viral. Scientists couldn't explain it. But the hunter who filmed it? He never went back to those woods. This is what the footage shows. Marcus Webb is a seasoned hunter. 22 years tracking elk in the Colorado wilderness. In September, he set up 3 trail cameras in Black Ridge Canyon, a remote area where wolves had been spotted. The research grant was simple: document wolf behavior for 12 weeks. Marcus had hunted these woods his whole life. He knew what to expect. Wolves, elk, maybe a black bear. Nothing unusual on the first 2 weeks. Just normal wildlife patterns. Then on September 23rd, something changed. Marcus noticed the elk had disappeared from the valley, completely gone. The wolves, which should have been hunting the elk, were acting strange, nervous, moving in tighter groups. They were hunting together, not for food, like they were looking for something. Marcus didn't know what. He checked the trail cameras that evening. 3 weeks of footage. He fast-forwarded through hours of normal activity. Deer, occasional wolves, a mountain lion at dusk. Then, at 11:47 p.m., on September 22nd, both his main cameras triggered simultaneously. Marcus set them up to record at night. Motion sensors, high sensitivity. Something had moved through that canyon that was big enough to trigger both cameras from different angles. He didn't think much about it, probably a large elk or moose, but the elk had left the valley. Marcus felt a chill he couldn't explain. He went back to check the footage the next morning. The video began normal. Creek, rocks, trees, all dark through the infrared. Then at 11:47 p.m., movement at the edge of frame. First came the wolves, 5 of them, running hard, moving with purpose. They were heading toward the water, thirsty maybe. Then came something else. At first it was just a shadow moving through the trees. Too tall, wrong shape. Marcus paused the footage, rewound it, played it again. Behind the wolves, something massive was moving. Fast, not running like prey, moving with intent, like it was hunting the hunters. Marcus knew then that what he'd recorded wasn't normal. He set up more cameras, better positions, and waited. 4 days later, at 2:03 a.m., all 4 cameras triggered at once. This time, the footage was clear. The infrared caught everything. The 5 wolves had come back to the canyon, moving through the creek bed. They were hunting something. Pack formation, spread out, strategic. Then the other camera caught it. A massive bipedal figure emerging from the tree line, upright. Broad shoulders. Marcus estimated the height at over 8 feet, maybe taller. The creature moved like nothing Marcus had ever seen. Powerful, deliberate. The wolves noticed immediately. Their movement changed, from hunting posture to alert. Danger response. The lead wolf, a large gray, turned to face the creature. The other 4 moved to flank positions, pack hunting their own. The creature approached slowly, not charging, just walking, unstoppable. One of the wolves lunged, fast, explosive. The creature didn't dodge. It raised one massive arm and swatted. The wolf flew backward, literally airborne. It hit a rock and didn't move. The other 4 attacked simultaneously. 2 came from the sides, 1 from behind, 1 went for the legs. The creature spun with power that seemed impossible for something so large. One wolf took a backhand that sent it crashing into a tree. Another was lifted off the ground by one massive hand. The creature held the wolf by its body, then threw it. The wolf's yelp cut through the night, cut off mid-sound when it hit rocks. 2 wolves remaining, the gray leader and 1 younger wolf. They regrouped, circled. They were smarter now, staying just out of reach, testing, looking for opening. The creature stood its ground, watching, moving only when wolves attacked. The younger wolf rushed from the left. The creature sidestepped and grabbed its back leg. It lifted the wolf and slammed it into the ground. Once, twice. The wolf didn't try to attack again. The gray leader was alone now, 5 pack members down. For 5 seconds, nothing moved. Then the wolf did something surprising. Instead of attacking, it turned and ran. The creature didn't chase. It just watched as the wolf disappeared into the darkness. The 4 cameras had recorded everything. 12 minutes of footage showing a creature no scientist had ever documented. Fighting, winning, dominating. But most disturbing to Marcus was what happened next. After the wolves were gone, the creature walked directly to the nearest camera. It looked into the lens. Just looked. For 3 seconds, its massive face filled the frame. Heavy brow, powerful jaw, eyes that reflected the infrared light. Then it did something that made Marcus's blood run cold. It raised one massive hand and deliberately swatted the camera. The lens cracked. The image cut to black. Marcus had footage of impact. The sound was unmistakable, intentional, controlled. The creature knew it was being recorded, and it didn't care. The second camera kept rolling from another angle. The creature turned toward the other trail camera. Same thing. Walked to it, looked at the lens, swatted it. Deliberate, like a message. Then it turned and walked back into the forest. The remaining 2 cameras caught nothing else that night. Marcus sat in his cabin for hours, watching the footage over and over. He had documented something impossible, something that shouldn't exist, something that was intelligent enough to recognize surveillance. Marcus posted the footage online, anonymously at first. It went viral within hours. Millions of views. Scientists demanded access. Universities wanted to investigate. The wildlife community split. Some said hoax, others said undeniable proof. The footage was analyzed frame by frame. Experts consulted, debates raged. No one could definitively prove it was fake, and no one could prove it was real. But one thing was certain. Something had killed 5 wolves with ease. Something intelligent enough to understand cameras. Marcus was offered money, book deals, documentary offers. He turned them all down. 3 months later, someone asked him why he never went back to Black Ridge Canyon. Marcus paused for a long time before answering. "Because the creature let me live," he said quietly. "It could have come to my cabin. It could have ended this any time, but it didn't. It just destroyed the cameras and left. I think it was sending a message. This is our territory. You've seen enough. I respected that message, and I'm not going back. The footage still exists. Scientists still study it. The debate still rages about what actually happened in Black Ridge Canyon. But Marcus Webb never returned to those woods. Sometimes he sits on his porch and thinks about that moment. The creature looking directly into the camera, that moment of eye contact. Not aggressive, not curious. Assessing, deciding, and choosing to let the man leave with his life. Somewhere in the Colorado wilderness, 5 wolves learned what fear is. And somewhere in those mountains, something walks upright. Something that fights to protect its territory. Something that understands humans now watch from the shadows. The footage proves something exists in those forests. But the real question is what happens next. Will humans leave the territory alone? 5 wolves, 1 creature, 1 clear message. Some predators are more equal than others. If this footage changed how you see the wilderness, subscribe.